Hey, welcome back you guys. Today I'm doing a hair review on Allie Grace hair. They sent me over a 13x6 lace frontal wig in body wave. The density is 180% and the inches is 20. This is their social media information, which I will have down below in the comments so that you'll be able to check those out. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this wig out of the packaging so you can see what it looks like. And it looks like the wig is already kind of pre-plucked. And I'm just going to bleach the knots so I can give it a more realistic feel. The color almost matches my skin tone, but I'm just going to add some makeup so it'll blend even more. And the products that I'm using will be BW2, bleach, and 40 developer with some shimmering lights, shampoo to pull that yellow out of the knots. And I'm going to color this hair jet black using just 5. So now I'm just going to probably put in like a scoop and a half of the bleach. I didn't use much. And then I'm going to kind of like pour the developer in just a little bit at a time, just so I don't overdo it, because I don't want it to be runny, or I don't want it to bleed through the knots of the lace and bleach the hair. So this is what you see me doing here. So now I'm going to apply that bleach to the lace part of the wig. I'm going to apply it all over so we can get those knots lifted to a nice like honey bun color. And then once I get done with that, I'm going to let it sit for about 30 minutes. And then I'm going to shampoo it out with the Shimmering Light shampoo. It is a purple shampoo and conditioner. We're using the purple shampoo and conditioner because that purple is going to take the yellow out of the knots, because the knots is still hair. If you don't know what that means, it's just like beaded onto, it's ventilated and beaded onto this nice little lace, tinted lace that they have for us. But we're basically still bleaching hair, so it's gonna lift to like a honey bun color, and we don't want that yellow brassiness, so we're gonna use a purple shampoo to cancel out that yellow. So now that I've rinsed out the bleach, I'm going to go ahead and mix up the Just 5 components together. I just want to let you know that off camera, once I finish washing out the bleach from the knots, I did go back and blow dry the hair. And before I blow dried it, I did pluck a little bit. I didn't have to pluck too much, but I did pluck a little bit more just to give it even more of a realistic feel. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and finish mixing this up, and then I'm going to go ahead and apply it to the wig. And if you're wondering, like, yes, this really does like color your hair in 5 minutes. Like, you're looking for a good jet black dye, Just 5 is it. Oh, I didn't mention, before I apply the black, I'm just going to go ahead and put some Gots to Be freeze spray on those knots so that that black doesn't bleed through, because we want to keep our scalp looking as natural as possible, right? So this is very helpful, and yeah, just keep watching as I apply this jet black. I kind of in the back I kind of just was throwing it on, but in the front I did like carefully part the hair off in little bitty subsections and applied the jet black, because I didn't, even though I put the Got to Be Freeze spray on there, I just didn't want it to bleed through even further, because it most definitely will, because it is a liquid consistency. So be careful with the top and the knots. Okay, so now that it's shampooed out, I am going to go ahead and set this hair while it's wet, and I'm going to blow it out. So we're done blow drying, and this is what it looks like. Oh my god, y'all, I just love me some black hair. Like, the luster on black hair just makes it look so thick, full, and rich. So this is what it looks like. It did not shed, it did not tangle. Like, this hair has really been holding up through the little process that I've taken it through so far. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of cut some layers into this wig, because who wants just a straight flat wig? I mean, I guess if you're just wearing it bone straight with a middle part, it'll be fine. But if you're me, like, I like to add me some layers, honey, around the face frame and the bangs. So this is what you see me doing. This is a 13x6 wig, so what that means is, like, your parting can go back deeper, which is what I like, because I feel like the deeper the part, like, it looks more realistic than versus the 13x4 frontals. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love those too, but it's just something about being able to part it back deeper that makes it look more natural. Y'all let me know what you think. So now I'm just going to section off this bang, and then I'm going to over direct it back and cut off the very tips of the hair. That's going to keep the length on my bangs, but add some layers into it, just light layers, nothing too crazy. And after that, I'm just going to take my iron curling iron from Sally's Beauty Supply and put me some curls in. I'm going to set those curls in place using my duckbill clips. That way the curl doesn't like fall loosely, it'll stay tight, and once it cools off, it'll take the form of the curl. I'm done curling, so I'm going to cut those clips off, just the ones that are on the side. I'm not going to touch the one in the back, and I'm going to place an elastic band where the wig combs were. There is a band sewn into the nape of the wig, so that's for extra security. I did use that too when I put this wig on. I just tightened it up in the back, and it just made it that much more secure to where I probably could wear it without putting any glue on it or the Got to Be Freeze spray. So now I'm going to clip this hair back so I can go ahead and spray the freeze spray along the edges of the wig, and then I'm going to go in and cut the extra lace off. So quick little story, a little background info on me. I ran from lace fronts when they first came out because I was just really over people not being realistic about these. So now I'm just kind of jumping back in. I've been on and off with this, but I think I'm going to stay on this time. So I'm just jumping back in. So if y'all got any tips that y'all want to throw at a girl, like I'm back on my study-ish and I'm gonna be a beast in a minute, just follow my journey. So I'm gonna take these little scissor things. I don't know the name of them. Never knew the name of them. And I'm just gonna cut in a jagged like motion and cut off that extra lace. And I do like work from one side into the other in sections. So once I do that, I'm just gonna go back in and use the freeze spray to seal it down even more to where it looks like it's really coming out of my scalp. So now I'm going to take me some alcohol and I'm just going to rub off that extra residue from that Got to Be freeze spray because it was looking a little crunchy. So I just took some alcohol and I rubbed it off. And now I'm just going to cut off the rest of this lace and finish this hairstyle on now. I'm going to pull out some baby hairs. They won't be like the extreme baby hairs like everybody else works. I love like how they look, but sometimes you just want to be natural looking. Like I feel like people overdo it with the baby hairs. They like big baby swoops. So I'm just going to put like a little fuzz around because I do like the fuzz. Like we all naturally have baby hairs unless you ain't got no edges. I just feel for you. But for the ones that do, everybody naturally has like some baby hairs like around the perimeter of your head. The hairs are shorter, and I just kind of like how they lay when you just let them do what it's going to do. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut me off some little pieces so that I can just kind of mold it down and shape it how I need to. I did put some foam wrap on the edges of it. It did lift a little bit, so because again I didn't use any glue, I just used the Got to Be freeze spray. But I'm gonna keep on manipulating this until I get it how I want it to be. Okay, so I'm just going to put this hair wrap on while I clean up and get my son situated for bed. And I take a hot bath. And before I take a bath, I'll take it off and let you see what it looks like. Okay, this is it. Sorry about the lighting. I did not want to wake him up. So, yeah. So now it is the morning time, and I decided that I wanted to do a middle part because I did not want to push a bang out of my face all day. So I decided to put a middle part in it, and I'm recurling it because the steam from the tub, or the water, hot water, I'm sorry. The steam from hot water made my curls drop. So I'm going to go ahead and put some more curls back in it, and then I'm going to hot comb it just to kind of press that part into place even more. And I did use a wax stick on my hair for the hot comb, so and I just used it as like a light pressing oil so that the hair will lay nice and flat. So now that I've explained all that, let's talk about this hair, the pros and the cons about it. So when I pulled it out the pack, no, it did not stink, because I know y'all gonna ask. It did not have a smell to it. I bleached it and I've washed it twice because I had to put the Just 5 black dye in it, and I will say that it did not tangle. It did keep its luster and it did keep its density, so it did not shed, it did not come out. And the fact that it didn't like tangled up lets me know that all the cuticles are running in the same direction. If for you that don't know, like after that first wash, the truth comes out about the hair. I can do a separate video explaining like what to look for when you're purchasing hair, because it all looks so beautiful when you first buy it, but then when you wash it, the truth comes out. So after I've washed this twice and blow dried it, it still held its own. So I will say that's a plus. The lace, I do like the lace. It did come like a light brown, which was almost to my skin tone. I just added a little makeup to help it blend a little bit more. But I like the lace because it's not thick and it's not super thin to where it'll rip, because you do have some laces out there on the market because everybody's trying to get it as thin as possible. But the cons about it being so thin, it's pretty when you're looking at it, but it easily rips. So you don't want to waste your money on something that's going to easily rip just to get a look one time. So I would definitely recommend this hair. The only thing that I didn't like is that it did not hold a curl, and that's because it's so soft. It's so soft that it doesn't hold a curl for a long time. But I guess that's a good thing and a bad thing. So again, this is a 180% density wig. So that's probably like the equivalent of 3 bundles. I personally don't like 3 bundles. I'm part of the 4 and Up club. But I will say that, I mean, it's still cute. It's still thick. This is definitely for people that don't like a lot of hair. I like a lot of hair. So I would probably wear a 250 density wig. And when I'm making my own wigs, I probably like put 4 or 5 bundles. Shoot, as many as I can get in there, I'm going to put it in there. So this hair is lightweight. It's not weighing me down. And this is what it looks like when I'm outside. This is me at work. I just stepped outside for a moment so you guys can see. So tell me what you like in the comments. I will have the details in the description box below. So don't forget to subscribe. See you guys later.